So what do if you quit drinking and there's somebody in your house, whether it's your husband, your wife, one of your sons or daughters, who still drinks and you just don't like it? You know, it's causing you problems. What do you do then? I'm Kevin O'Hara for alcoholmastery.com, and today I just wanted to talk about the situation where you're quitting drinking and your husband or your wife refuses to quit, refuses to stop drinking, and it's pissing you off. Now, I was in that same situation when I first stopped. And I really wanted to go around and just convince everybody around me about what they were doing, especially in those early days when I was making videos. I started making videos for this, and I was living this day by day. This is still my job, right? This is still what I do. I still read a lot of stuff about alcohol, about quitting, about habits in general, all that kind of stuff, right? I still do that. But there has to be a time when I stop doing that during the day, and that's usually when I close my door to my office and I come up the stairs and I leave everything behind me, and I can sit down now and relax with my partner Esther, and yeah, I forget about alcohol, I forget about work. That's what it is to me now. But in the beginning, it wasn't. It was still there in my head. It was still a part of my life, still a part of my identity of who I was. And I thought about it all the time, from a perspective of trying to teach other people mostly, but also from the perspective of getting cravings and fill in the gaps and all that kind of stuff. All those other things that I talk about, right? And in the beginning, I wanted everyone around me to stop drinking. I wanted them to see the error of their ways, what they were doing to themselves. And at every opportunity, I'd be saying to people, that's poison. You know, what you're doing to yourself. Oh, don't let me smell that. Even the smell is gonna do something to me. I must have sounded like a right prat. And I really didn't want Esther to drink either. You know, in all fairness, I do know what it does, and I don't want to see the people that I care about putting poison into their bodies, taking this drug. I don't want to see that. But you have to draw a line. So there's three things that I want to talk about, a couple of things anyway. The first thing is that there has to be that line between you as an individual quitting drinking and the other people in your life. And as far as getting alcohol out of your house, if somebody is drinking in your house and you're using that as an excuse, if you're saying, well, that's stopping me from doing this and it's giving me cravings, tough shit. You know, life is going to give you this stuff in life. You know, alcohol is everywhere. Alcohol is everywhere. You won't be able to step outside your door, turn your television on without seeing alcohol. So, you know, you can't make other people's lives a misery because of what you want to do. You have to look after yourself. You're only responsible for yourself. That's the only thing that you're ever going to be responsible for in this life. You might be responsible for your children up until they reach a certain age, but as soon as they get into adulthood, that's it. You know, you might think that you're still responsible, but you're not. So the only person that you can truly deal with is yourself. And trying to tell other people that they can't drink in front of you, you know, that's just not going to work. It's going to cause you more problems than it solves, because, you know, nobody's going to stop drinking because you told them to stop drinking. The only way that people are going to change is if they see you changing first, and they see that those changes are positive, right? Those changes they're making positive changes in your life, that your quitting drinking has made a positive change in your life. That's called doing things by example. And it's the only way that any of that's ever going to work in your life. It's the only way that you will ever get people to change, to stop drinking. In all fairness, the only person in my family and circle of friends that has quit is my father, and he, heaps praise on me, because it was me that sort of got him to quit. And at the end of the day, it was having a massive heart attack that got him to change his ways, because he wasn't changing anything before that happened to him, guaranteed. Other people don't drink as much in front of me anymore because of I don't drink, so I'm not encouraging people to drink. But they have their own lives, they have their own bodies, and if you don't like them drinking in front of you, it's just tough shit. You can't force them to stop. You can't force anyone to do anything against their will. So, it's not a nice thing. It would be nice to be able to have this wonderful speech that you can sit down in front of somebody and go, blah, 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 blah. Yes, this is this and that is that. And like a magic wand waved over their heads, they just see sense. They see that you're right and what you've got to say is absolute common sense, and from now on they're not going to drink alcohol, they're not going to poison themselves with this crap. But that is not going to happen. So you just have to live with it, you have to deal with it, you have to deal with alcohol being in your life. The only thing that you can have any realistic sway over is not putting the alcohol inside your body, and that's your choice. And I hope you don't. I hope that's what you do every day, because the more you do that, the more you build up a good life for yourselves, and other people see how good of a life you're living. Then the more people are going to come around to your way of thinking on their own and see that, what you're doing is right. So let me know what you think in the comments. Come over to the website and leave a comment. If you're on YouTube or Facebook, give us a thumbs up. I'd love to hear what you think about, or if there's any people in your house drinking and what you're doing about it. If people in general are going to be on your side, I think that's just, if people are close to you and they love you, they're going to be on your side, but you can't force them to do this. So anyway, till next time, I'm Kevin O'Hara for Alcohol Mastery. Onwards and upwards. Have a great week. See you later.